Well, good morning, everyone. And my. What Candance Owens has become. Candance Owens, in a matter of 6 weeks, has went from being a pretty awesome podcaster to being a typical modern day nut job crazed woman who will not face any accountability. Now, about 18 months ago, I believe, I'm not sure if she blocked me on X. I'm pretty sure Tommy Larry did. When I was having a conversation on one of her stories about modern day woman versus traditional woman, and how more women needed to be traditional. We have to get out of this modern day woman where women try to have it all: career, work, and all this. Basically, I try to say they deserve it all and should have it all. But yet, I had to point out to Candance Owens is, Candance, you're not the person to be delivering this message because you're not a traditional woman. Everything you're speaking against is exactly who you are. But like a lot of modern day woman, the rules are for you, but not for me. And just like Tommy Larry got real nasty on X with a lot of us. She didn't like that. I think she went on blah, blah, blah. I have no trouble doing this. Well, listen, being that you married a very rich husband, and you yourself were making worth millions, you could probably afford a nanny to do all your work for you. Which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you have the money to do it, awesome. I always said, well, why have children if you're not going to raise them? They're going to be raised by a nanny. Why have children? Because I had to explain to her, both her and Tommy Larry, well, really her, is that, listen, that's what you want to do, fine, but you cannot call yourself a traditional woman. You're not a traditional woman. You're not a traditional mother. A traditional mother would not be doing podcasts, would not be working, especially when a husband makes millions and millions and millions and millions. You'd be home with your kids, taking care of them, spending time with them, homeschooling them. And maybe she does homeschool them, does a nanny homeschool them. I don't know. But regardless, she was hypocritical. This is the one area where conservative women really screw up. Because I've been saying for a while, they're covert feminists, undercover feminists. Or they think just because they are conservative values, they cannot be a modern day woman. Or it automatically makes them a traditional housewife. Well, it doesn't. And when you pin a lot of these women in the corner, they get real nasty. No accountability. Everything they complain about the modern women being that they shouldn't be, they become. And now we're seeing this now with the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I mean, I find it amazing that Candance Owens has gone out to blame everybody else for Charlie Kirk's death except for the hard left. I mean, she's blamed the Egyptians, and that was proven wrong. She embarrassed herself. He said this Egyptian plane came in a week in advance to oversee his assassination and left an hour early. 1:08 UTC time. She thought it meant Utah.
In 2 miles, take exit 17B toward Bear Mountain Parkway, US 202.
She thought it meant Utah time, but it meant Universal time. which meant the plane left at 7 a.m. that morning before the assassination even happened. She was proven wrong over and over again. She's like, well, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm not wrong. She couldn't even take accountability for that. She's gone out and even tried to blame President Trump, I think, for him getting killed. And even trying to say that Erica Kirk is behind it as well. Well, she's come up with a whole bunch of crazy theories and not proving any one of them. And you notice that she once referred to Charlie Kirk as a business partner and a colleague. Ever since he died, it was like, well, this is my friend, my best friend. She's starting to sound like a woman who had a major crush on Charlie Kirk and was scorned when maybe she realized she liked Erica Kirk better. Then I guess according to her, I guess she thought maybe Turning Point USA turned their back on her. Maybe there was something behind there with her and him. But he wasn't interested, she was. Who knows?
In a half mile, take exit 17B toward Bear Mountain Parkway, US 202.
But Candance Owens needs more than 10 days off. She isn't looking good right now. She's embarrassing herself left and right. And it's pretty sad what she's become. I'm almost starting to think that maybe she's MK Ultra.
Take exit 17B, then continue on to Bear Mountain State Parkway.
Because a lot of this crap she comes up with. Now listen, she's asked some legit questions in the whole Charlie Kirk thing. That I agree. But then she ruins it by going on these ridiculous accusations, none of it which she could prove. People are calling her out left and right, and she won't take accountability for anything, which is what a typical modern woman does now. Now, there's another another podcast I brought out this week. Black female. It's a real good one, too. She goes, ever since that Candance Owens was fired from...
In a quarter mile, merge onto US 202 West Crompton Road.
She was fired from Ben Shapiro's group there. I'm trying to remember what they're going to do, but her likes, her ratings, and the attention she was getting went drastically down. Ever since she started turning her back on Israel, she's gone down. Not many people. There's been a big drop in the amount of people
Continue on US 202 West for 2 miles.
Who like our content. And we know the typical modern day woman, they are addicted to attention and the dopamine effect. And maybe she's getting so desperate now. Maybe she needed something crazy to get the attention she did have back. Now, she does have a diehard fan base of fans. I mean, fine, there'll always be diehards. But even that fan base seems to be dwindling because you look at what her views are and the amount of people watching her is dropping. Listen, I listened to Candance Owens many times before she became conservative when she was liberal. They just listened to the other side a lot in a lot of things. But right now, I listen to her strictly for entertainment purposes now. And it's like, wow, the stuff she comes up with is just absolutely insane. Anyway, how do you feel about Candance Owens? What's your opinion? Is she a woman desperate for attention? Is she a typical modern day woman? No accountability. Put your comments down below. Love to hear about it. We'll talk to you later.